today.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it?
And a loose football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mitchell. And Mitchell going to have a 49ers first down as he gets this up past the 40. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's the give to McIntosh. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the 2nd part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Mason. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football?
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A shotgun snap for Smith. This ball caught by McIntosh. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Geno. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Smith going to try and run with it. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. It's caught, block it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The final shot here before break, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime to get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
And it's a fumble. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They'll run with McIntosh. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, here's Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Here's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. They run over center with Mitchell. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2nd down and 4. On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mitchell going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They run it with Mason. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Trying the right side with Mitchell. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Mitchell. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Mason. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Mason, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Give running right is Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score